Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Strange Fantasy. I'm Travis.
Ashley here.
And I'm Trey.
We're the creators, writers, and producers of the show. We just wanted to take a quick second before diving into tonight's tawdry tale to let you know that if you like Strange Fantasy, be sure and show your love by subscribing, downloading, and rating the show on iTunes or any of the many platforms we exist on.
And for exclusive rewards and merchandise, or just to donate to our cause to help us to continue to thrive, be sure to visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangefantasy.
Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram by searching Strange Fantasy Show for updates and haunting original art.
All of this and more can be found at our website, strangefantasyshow.com. And now,
your feature presentation.
Welcome to another regaling of Strange Fantasy. Obscure oddities meant to shock the nervous system and stir the very core of your soul. In tonight's tale, we conclude the harrowing trilogy in this installment entitled Until Death, Part 3.
Pick up your shields, men! The enemy does not care. If you are tired, they will continue to strike until you are dead. So we must strike back twice as hard if we are to expect a victory. Do you understand? Yes! Then show me!
Pardon me, Chef.
Good day to you, Maester. How do you fare?
Fine, Chef. May I borrow a moment of your time?
As you can see, Maester, I honestly could not spare you any of my attention. Not even for a moment.
I have word that will concern you, Chef.
Continue sparring, men, and keep your shields up! You now have a moment of my time, Maester. Please use it wisely.
I've just received word that Lord Scallon's men began their march toward the kingdom.
That sneaky bastard. He was already prepared for war. This is not good, Maester. Any word on the number of his forces?
Massive. As if his entire territory marches against us.
You must excuse me, Maester. I need to stop my men from training and instead prepare them for death.
Now, sir, that is not how we should be handling this situation.
No? Then please, by all means. How should we proceed? We will be defeated with no contest.
There is honor in death, sir. You of all people should understand this to be true.
Honor is for the chance of hope, of which we have none.
You should never doubt the possibility. Now please hear me. Go to your men and prepare them to be that possibility.
How long do we have?
I'd say no more than 3 nights' time.
Understood. Excuse me. Get your shields up!
Yes, I do believe that would be best, Your Majesty. Oh, Sheriff! Good heavens, you gave me quite the fright.
Maester? Is everything all right?
Yes, no, not to worry, Your Majesty. Good night. Why are you looming outside of the Queen's chamber door? My apologies for startling you, Maester, but I have come to speak with the Queen, if I may. You may absolutely not, Sheriff. I have made myself clear on this subject before. Anything you need to say to the Queen is to be said to me in her stead. Now, what is it you wish to speak of, Sheriff Cassius?
Has there been any word from our allies to the east?
Yes, in fact. King Ramsay and 2,000 of his finest are set to arrive in 2 nights' time.
That is hardly enough time to educate on our strategies.
You must make it enough, Sheriff.
Please, Maester, allow myself a single moment to simply speak with the Queen.
Why? What do you hope to achieve in a single moment of conversation?
When great minds share ideas together, it furthers thought with a common purpose to design and create more, until it can be agreed upon that the final result yielded is the best possible choice. I believe this needs to happen, otherwise our death comes with the sun.
I will consider informing Her Majesty of your suggestions.
I need more than just your consideration, Maester.
Her Majesty will call upon you when ready. That will be all, Sheriff.
Thank you. We may now have a chance for hope. Good night.
Is he gone?
Yes, Your Majesty. We are alone.
I beg you, Maester. Reserve judgment when I say, I wish so badly to no longer hide in these shadows. The compassion of his words were deeply felt within me, and I fear if I continue to hide as I have all these years, my demise will have been because of my reluctance to live. Some things must change for the greater good, even if some things have to die.
Hear me, good people of the east and good people of the north. I say, hear me now. Breathe deep the night air and release whatever may burden your mind. Let my voice be all that you hear. Know this. We are united by our love, by our loyalty. We are united by our honor. All we wish is to live in peace, to make a difference where we can, and to always support another, for they are supporting me. To be happy in our own right, and to grow old and die that way. It is not often that we must consider breaking our virtues, but when we do, it is to uphold a higher purpose. Lord Skellen has not this consideration, for he has forced us all here tonight. He believes the higher purpose is not of our mutual understanding of peace, but rather the expansion of his territory and rule. Lord Skellen wishes to enslave those who would not follow in his same path. To overshadow love with hate is no way to live, and certainly no way for the people to be ruled. This tyrant marches ever closer to our gates, and by dawn, a choice must be made. Are we to trade our peace for oppression, or are we to fight with the burning flames of our hearts to ensure the existence of love be carried on forever? Good people of the realms, I say unto you, come the light of dawn, Lord Skellen will know his defeat through our unity. Our strength is within our love, and through our love we shall rise.
I must say, Sheriff, I'm quite impressed with your resolve back there. Your words have clearly sparked a flame in all those men. But what has me in question is, why are you walking away from the fire?
Perhaps the purpose of my company was to make the spark. What becomes of the fire is no longer in control of any single person. It belongs to everyone now.
You're very wise, Sheriff Cassius. I greatly admire that quality within you.
I am humbled, Your Majesty. Was there something you needed of me? I'm sure Maester Destrian would have quite the fit if he caught us conversing alone.
You need not worry about him, Sheriff. Whom I choose to converse with is my own prerogative. Please, let us keep walking. I'm rather enjoying the night's cool breeze.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
May I ask an unordinary favor of you?
Of course, Your Majesty.
From this point moving forward, when we are in each other's company, I wish to drop our titles when addressing one another.
All right, Gwendolyn.
I must admit, that is indeed nice to hear.
I am not accustomed to being so formal with royalty. Do forgive me if I seem a bit uncomfortable at first. I will learn to adjust.
Suddenly the darkness over my life does not seem so heavy to me anymore. Oh, I apologize. Thoughts tend to just slip my tongue when I feel happy.
What did you mean by the darkness?
Oh, it is nothing, Cassius. Just underdeveloped thoughts is all. Be it nothing of importance to us.
Gwendolyn, if I may be serious with you, I fear for your safety during this battle. I believe it is in your best interest to be moved to a secured location, away from the kingdom.
I disagree. My interest is best kept here to help lead the servants when attending to the injured. Certainly not to flee from those whom fight in my honor.
If something were to happen to you, then we would all fall.
Then at least we fell undivided.
You are not being reasonable, Gwendolyn. Above all else, it is you that must carry on.
Why is it that on the eve of war, and on what could be our last night of peace and harmony, do you feel so compelled to dictate and criticize my actions and logic? Can you not see my intentions are to only help the situation? The absence of my presence during this war, our darkest day, would be the reason for our end.
I cannot disagree with you. My ignorance was compelled by fear.
Fear of what, Cassius?
The fear of losing you, Gwendolyn.
Even if I were to perish, and do keep in mind eventually I will, there is always to be a supremely capable other whom eagerly awaits to take ownership and lead. That is the way it is and will always be, Cassius.
When I look into your eyes, it is as if I am seeing you for the first time all over again. Like an artist to canvas, I am drawn to you, and like rain to soil, I long to be with you. Forgive me if I am too forward in my affections, but I have always known my place in life, where it is I should be, and what I should need or desire.
And what do you desire?
It is unimaginably simple. However, it somewhat frightens me to the point of running away, for I heed a sinister truth, that if my desire be met with the warm embrace of your kiss, then shall my desire become insatiable. And with each passing moment I spend away from you, the icy clutch of death tightens, and crippled becomes my resolve.
We mustn't give in to our fear, because even the lowest of fools would know there is no wrong in surrendering to love.
Your Majesty.
What is it, Maester Destrian?
Your Majesty. Chef Cassius, why, pray tell, are you wandering away from the kingdom? It is far too dangerous to be out here alone in this dark. I assure you, Maester, if I am near the Queen, consider her safe from any danger. And what if a few dozen of Lord Skelling's men ambush you? Still believe that you could protect the Queen?
Thankfully, that is not the situation here, Maester. We are simply conversing in private for what was only a few moments. There is no need to worry.
Let us go now, Your Majesty. The night is getting late, and you must rest yourself. And the same applies to you, Sheriff. At dawn, everything changes. Good night, Maester. Good night, Queen Gwendolyn.
Yes. Until dawn, good night, Sheriff Cassius.
Until dawn.
What a beautiful day to die. Wouldn't you agree, Sheriff?
Today we do not die. Today we conquer.
Quite fair. Agreed, then. It is a beautiful day to conquer.
Hear, hear.
Almost. The hell?
Calm your breathing, boy.
Russell, come on. Slow your breathing. You're all right. In and out. There you are. Tell us what you saw out there, Russell.
I saw them. There's too many of them. Sheriff Cassius, I couldn't even see the dirt from the ground they marched on. Too many. We need to surrender before it's too late.
Oh, shut up, little boy. Men do not surrender.
Russell, look at me. I need you to calm down for a moment and be serious. How far out were the front men from the servicemen?
There was no gap or definition of rank that I could see. It looked like a swarm of ants. They just covered everything.
How close to the gates?
They were beginning their march through the southern end of the valley.
I assume the grave concern that just slapped you in the face is a sign of the enemy's near arrival.
Run now, Russell. Get into the castle with the others.
Yes, Sheriff Cassius.
Pardon me, Sheriff. Do you hear that music?
Yes, in fact, I do. This is it.
Wonderful! I'm ready. Are you ready, Sheriff?
I am.
And how about you warriors? Are you ready? Yes! Come on! Show me you're ready! Let the enemy hear how ready you are! Yes! Are you ready, warriors? We fight until death!
Halt! I say, what is that sound?
I believe it is the opposition, my lord.
Well then, it seems they wish to try and defend themselves before they die. So be it. Foolish, prideful chanting shall soon be extinguished, and the deafening silence of their remembrance will scatter amongst the winds. Resume forward march!
Quickly now, children. Down into the safety we go. 1 by 1, 2 by 2s.
All of the little ones were accounted for, Your Majesty.
And what of the elders?
The same, Your Majesty.
Right then. Let us go make sure the quantity of supplies in the infirmary are plentiful. Guards, your mission is to protect those children and elders under any cost. Do not allow anyone other than myself or Mary to pass this point. Am I perfectly clear in your instructions?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Very good. Come along, Mary.
Can you hear that, Your Majesty?
Yes, indeed I can.
What are they saying?
It does not matter what they say. It is how they say it. Listen. You can hear their power. Feel their pain. With this roar, they turn their fear outwards, and it will strike into the hearts of the enemy. Just you believe. This is exciting. Allow yourself to feel excited, Mary, because this is the dawn of a new age in our history. Will you like to know what that sound means, Mary?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Hope. And their fire shall be our fire. We must be strong like them, and we must be ready for whatever may happen next. Say it with me, Mary, until death.
Until death.
Come on, Mary. Believe in what you're feeling. Say it again. Until death.
Until death, Your Majesty.
Until death.
Until death, until death, until death.
Halt! They have arrived. Men, we have lived our lives with honor. Now let us die all the same.
Yes, Sheriff! Yes!
Silence! Silence now.
We must listen. There. Can you feel it, men? Each one of their footsteps marching steadily closer. Let that be the only thing you hear right now. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And there it is. Whenever it stops, that means only one thing.
Catapults! Fire first wave! Archers, take your aim high! Fire! Frontsmen, hold your positions! Hold! Hold! Archers, take your aim low! Fire! Frontsmen, attack! Servicemen, first wave, attack!
War. What a sight to behold. I have waited long enough. I am going in, Sheriff. Stay the course with your strategy. and you shall claim victory! Dead! Another!
Catapults, fire, second wave!
Report! I say, goddammit! Report!
We are taking on too many dead, Lord Skellen. We need to retreat.
Retreat! Everything I am is here on the line of the battlegrounds. 20,000 soldiers should claim this war a victory for my name's sake. Retreat is not an option, you insolent coward!
Lord Skellen!
No! Cowards who plan retreat are of no use to me. Anyone who wishes to follow in his cowardice footsteps will be treated just the same. Now attack!
You're going to be alright. Just lie back and rest.
Queen Malia, your attention is needed by me, please.
Another dead?
Yes, Your Majesty. And more wounded continue to flow in. We're running out of room.
Damn it all. Grab his legs and I'll grab the arm. Let us make what little room we can for the survivors.
Fire! Catapults, fire, third wave!
Great aim, catapults! Keep up the good work! I say, Sheriff, just a moment. Can you not see I am speaking to someone? There, now, where was I? Ah, yes. It seems our efforts against the enemy have proven successful, wouldn't you say, Sheriff?
Appearances can be deceiving. Our numbers have also been hit just as hard. This war needs to end before any more innocents sacrifice their lives.
All right. Then let us inquire if Lord Skellen is prepared to yield. You there! Soldier of Lord Skellen! No, do not run! It will only make matters worse if you run! Look, see? No more weapons. Come hither, young warrior. Yes, that's right. Come hither. No need to worry. We just want to converse a moment.
Yes, King Ramsay?
Oh, hush now, young warrior. Imagine a circle surrounding us, and consider everything within this circle to be neutral from everything else out there. Understand so far?
Yes, King Ramsay.
Good. So the sheriff and I were just conversing about concluding this war. A lot of blood has been spilt today. A lot of innocent blood. You still with me?
Yes, King Ramsay.
Great. So you see, the sheriff and I feel that enough is enough. And it would be best if we all just gathered our dead and died. And no one looks back. Sounds fair, would you say?
Yes, King Ramsay.
Grand. Now, what the sheriff and I need from you is to march back over to Lord Skellen with our message. And if he accepts, then the war is over, and we can all go home. What say you, young warrior?
I want to go home. I miss my family. I just want to see them again.
Then go. Go inform your lord that he has the power to end it all right now. Go on.
What about your men? Surely I will be killed crossing the battlegrounds.
You need not worry, young warrior. We shall invoke a safe passage treaty. Now go. Deliver our message.
Yes, King Ramsay, and thank you both for your peace.
It's all yours, Sheriff.
Safe passage! Grant this soldier safe passage! Safe passage!
Why have they granted you safe passage?
To deliver a message, my lord.
Well, what's the message?
They want to end the war. They say if you will, then they will.
Yet another plea for surrender. There is no surrendering in war. Men! Tie this traitor's neck to a horse and send him back out into the battleground. Perhaps my response will be made clear.
What? No, please, Lord Skellen, I am no traitor. I only did what was asked of me.
Yes, you are correct. Only what was asked of you. For the enemy, traitor!
No, please, you can't do this to me. I'm a family. Please, Lord Skellen!
In the eyes of the Great Western Territory, I hereby condemn you to death for the war crime of treason. Men, if you would please.
Please.
My God. Sheriff, you might want to see this.
I'm starting to believe that Skellen may not be the reasonable type.
I would say so.
However, this may work out to our advantage.
How do you mean?
Do you know what happens when people fear you? They resent you. Perhaps we can bring Skellen down by using his own soldiers against him.
Ah, yes, I see now. Another thing about fear. Only a step away from survival.
And all it would take is a little push.
Have you got any ideas?
Thanks to Lord Skellen, I in fact do.
My goodness.
What? What is it?
Oh, nothing, my lord. Do forgive my sudden surprise.
Because of what, soldier? Answer me.
I was unaware that you had declared treason on others within our ranks.
How do you mean?
See for yourself, my lord. Horses dragging more of our own men.
What is the meaning of this? Under whose authority was this directive given?
My lord, only you have the authority to rule out sentencing.
I am fully aware of that fact, soldier. What are you saying over there?
Are you addressing me, my lord?
Yes, of course. Quit playing the fool and tell me what you were saying just now to the others.
Nothing of importance, my lord. 'Twas only common conversation.
Are you plotting against me, soldier? Is that what everyone is whispering about?
Lord Skellen, please.
Answer me!
Consider how your threats are affecting the men. We have shown you nothing but the utmost loyalty, and yet we're all being accused of treason. Please be reasonable.
Reasonable? Yes, of course. Men, apprehend this traitor! I say again, men, apprehend this traitor! Why do y'all just stand there? Your lord is commanding you to obey! Now apprehend this traitor!
We, as people of the Great Western Territory, feel this war was not necessary. The blood spilt, and the lives lost today will be in vain if we continue to fight your war. You should have accepted the offer to cease and retreat, but your hunger for more power stood in your way and led you here to this point.
I will not tolerate such disrespect. Do you all hear me? I will not stand for it. For those whom feel this cowardly man's words do not define them, you will be spared. However, you must return to the battlegrounds at once. This war is far from over. And for those whom share an agreement with this cowardly man's words, you will be condemned to death. Make your choice!
It seems the people have spoken.
Oh, you cowards! Pathetic, rotten cowards! There's nothing any of you can do to stop me from getting what I want. I will destroy every last one of you if I must.
You and what forces?
Be careful whom you underestimate. I have dealt with greater forces, unlike anything you could ever imagine to be possible. So, what are we gonna do?
Safe passage! I ask I grant safe passage!
Well, now, would you feast your eyes upon this unordinary sight of circumstance?
Safe passage! Neutral countrymen walking, safe passage!
Is Lord Skellin tied to the back of that horse?
Appears that way, Sheriff.
Stand aside, men. Let them pass unharmed.
Sheriff Chaucer, thank you for granting these men and myself safe passage to speak with you.
Tell me, soldier, what do you and these men hope to achieve?
Peace. Sheriff, we want only to leave here in peace, to officially declare this war at an end. We have brought you a prisoner, the man responsible for the bloodshed here today, Lord Skellin.
Very noble jester of good faith. I am truly saddened so many lives were lost because of this man's selfishness. But I promise, peace shall once again be restored amongst our people. King Ramsay, would you like to declare our victory?
Hear me, Sheriff Cassius Chaucer. You are a very noble and wise man. It was an absolute honor to fight at your side today.
And I share the same honor.
Good people, hear me now! We are victorious!
And through our love, we shall rise!
Ah, Queen Malheur! Have you heard the good news?
Yes, indeed, King Ramsay. I do believe our entire realm rejoices in our victory.
Gwendolyn.
Sheriff Cassius, it is with all of the gratitude that I possess. I say unto you and to these brave warriors, thank you for allowing peace to be what matters most.
My queen, your majesty, for you, these great people and I have brought you a token of our respect.
Oh?
Bring them forth! My queen, with all due respect, we present to you Lord Skellin.
So we meet again, Queen Malheur.
Lord Ulrich Skellin, with the power myself and King Ramsay of the East possess, you are hereby relinquished of your title as Lord of the Western Territory. At the first light of dawn, you shall be executed for your trespasses of war. That is all I wish to say to you. Sheriff Cassius, if you would kindly ensure your men properly secure this fiend, and send word to the hangman his services will be needed.
Right away, my queen. You four, come with me.
Good people, though the war is done, our work is not. I need volunteers to help gather those dead and wounded still left on the battlegrounds. Who here will answer my call?
Aye!
Fantastic. All right, let us move out. That is perfect. Lay him down right there. Mary, could you please fetch me a pail of clean water? And some fresh linen, please, for the wounds.
Of course, Your Majesty.
All this chaos, and you hardly seem bothered.
Hello, Cassius. Sheriff Cassius. What brings you to the infirmary?
I thought perhaps I could offer my assistance, as well as obtain your company.
How very kind of you. Truth be told, the assistance would be greatly appreciated, and your company immensely desired.
Good day to you, Sheriff Cassius. Many blessings be for thy victory.
Truly the blessings appertain to you and Her Majesty for the remarkable service and dedication to those wounded.
Let us not delay any further. There is still much work to be done. Thankfully, we still have the day.
Where should I begin, my queen?
We shall start with the cleansing and bandaging.
Dinner time, Skellin. Looks like you have a choice tonight.
How refreshing. What are my options?
Well, You either got that dead rat over there in the corner, or you can have this flatulent I've been holding all day.
You, sir, are a living repulsion.
I've been called worse. Maybe don't eat all that at once.
I must say, these dungeon chambers are absolutely abysmal, comparably. Dead, rotting rats, the limestone's withering. The steel bars are rusted, and then there's you. A pitiful excuse for a dungeon guard.
Keep talking, fancy boy. Can always beat you nearly dead. Queen won't be mad. You'll still be good for hanging.
Yes, well, no thank you.
Thought so.
You know, I am willing to wager that no one ever searches the poor wretches that end up here. Who knows what little secrets one could be hiding.
The sheriff didn't search you before lockup?
Not that I recall.
All right, stand up and face the wall. I have to search you.
Whatever you say, dungeon guard.
Don't try anything clever. I'm prepared to kill you if I must.
You will get nothing but the utmost cooperation from me.
Good. I really wish people would just do their jobs right the first time, then we wouldn't have to be in this uncomfortable situation.
I agree, if only...
Oh. I said don't be clever.
Well then, time for revenge.
Good evening, Your Majesty. Sheriff?
Hello, Maester. How are you faring on this, the eve of our triumph?
Quite well, Your Majesty. Thank you. My queen, the hour is late, and perhaps it would be time to retire for the night?
I appreciate your concern, Maester. However, the joy I feel is not ready to retire just yet.
Your Majesty, I think it would be best.
Perhaps Maester Destrian is right. We can always continue our conversations tomorrow.
Tomorrow is always uncertain. If I may, I wish not for our time this evening to end.
And are you positive on your stance, my queen?
I am. Oh, Maester, please do not cry.
I cannot fail you, my queen. I promised your mother that no harm will ever come to you.
What is he talking about? Are you in some sort of danger?
It is nothing to be concerned over, Sheriff. Maester, please. Look at me. You have exceeded your vow to my family, gone above and beyond to ensure my well-being, and for this, you are owed a great debt of gratitude. But I've made my choice, and believe me when I say that for once in my life, I understand what it means to be happy.
It was an honor to be at your side, my queen.
The honor is mine, Maester. I love you.
And are you, my dear? Go on then. Go live. Be happy.
Thank you, Maester. Until next time.
A queen and sheriff. How perfect for me.
Will the Maester be all right? I do not believe I have ever seen him so upset.
He will be fine.
And what about you? A tragic something seems to weigh heavily on your mind.
I absolutely love it out here. The sound of nature seems to calm every worry within me. And all falls silent. Is it not the most beautiful thing?
Not when I look at you. Well, that was a fair attempt to change the conversation. However, I wish to know what troubles you.
Why?
Because it troubles me.
I know not where to begin.
When I am at a loss of description, I try to think of the perfect word to reflect the meaning. Is there a word you can think of like that?
Yes. Damned.
Why damned?
It is my fate, my destiny. When I was young, I would often dream of standing here with someone like yourself. And I knew as soon as that bargain was complete, so would be my time. Now that this day is ended and the night is almost turned to dawn, My spirit laments for what is to come next.
I'm afraid I'm not quite grasping the entirety of your word.
I know. And perhaps it is for the best. I would not want to corrupt your spirit as well.
Nothing else matters to me other than our shared moments together. My affections grow stronger with each breath I take, and right now, all I wish is to confess aloud the words of my heart. I love you, Gwendolyn. As true as it can be, I love you. I apologize if I upset you.
No, not upset. I'm so happy right now. I wish for this moment to never end.
And why do you believe that it must?
Because it can never last.
Hush now, my darling. Hush. I've got you. There's nothing I would not do for you. My heart and spirit forever belong to you, my love.
Would you please hold me underneath the tall oak tree, so we may watch as the dawn rises?
Of course. How did that hymn go? The one that you were singing when we first met out here.
It's rather sad.
I found it to be very beautiful.
One full moon and one full sun, my love of truth will be gone. The dark shall rise and I shall fall. Within thy hand I am small. Carry me into sleep. With one full moon and one full sun, I take thy love down into the deep.
Look at me, Gwendolyn.
Cassius, move!
Gwendolyn, no!
Perfect! Straight through your heart. You're next, Sheriff.
You bastard coward!
Cassius.
I told you, Sheriff! I cannot be stopped! Vengeance shall be mine! Yes! Can you feel that, Sheriff? Feel the blade twist your gut slowly? That feeling right there is my victory! Now get off my knife!
Cassius.
You, sir, were the coward. Pathetic.
Cassius. Where's Cassius? Cassius, is that you?
Afraid not, Your Majesty. The sheriff has unfortunately perished, as you will be soon.
Hello again, Lord Skeleton. How are you adjusting to your father's throne?
Good Lord.
Not quite.
It's you. Why are you here? This was not part of our agreement.
Calm yourself, child. I am not here for you.
Oh my. You're here for her?
Correct. She belongs to me. Now get away from her!
Just to be clear, I am allowed to walk away.
As I said, I'm not here for you.
Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I really thought you were, well, you know. Wait, so why her?
Her fate is no concern of yours. Now be gone from my side.
You don't have to tell me twice. Consider me gone. Well, you know what? One last question. Well, I got you here.
I tried to warn you, Skeleton. It is just like you to never heed a serious word. Also, you should never turn your back on someone who is nearly dead.
How do you mean?
Die, you bastard!
What a waste. Only gain for me, though. Hello again, child. I assume you know why I've come.
Yes.
Are you not satisfied with our arrangement?
I did my best with what I was given.
A very true statement, my child. Unlike the countless others I deal with, you have shown great selflessness. Of this, you should be proud.
Pride can never offer me what my moment of true love has.
And what is that?
Peace.
I recommend you hold on to that feeling of peace for as long as you can.
Come whatever may.
Then so it shall be. Take my hand, child, and let us walk unto eternity.
Forgive me for being scared.
I understand, my child. Soon, nothing else will matter.
That's so sad.
Sad? Now why do you weep for her? I thought everything worked out just fine.
For you, maybe. But for everyone else, it was totally unfair.
Unfair? What would you know?
Hey, I may be a kid, but I've seen some movies and read some books before. Things don't just fall apart like that.
Oh no? So enlighten me then. How do you think the story ended?
Well, first off, I don't know, 'cause it's your story. And second, the Queen jumped in front of Lord Skellen's sword to save Cassius.
And your point is?
Oh, come on. She sacrifices herself to save another. That has to count somewhere with her curse.
Fine. You want the whole story then?
I mean, yeah.
Right. As we last left off, the Queen lay dying upon the cold ground as I extended my hand to her reach. That is when... That is when Norelica took shape before us. She is the savior of the damned, as I am the keeper. How I despise her so. Norelica, in essence, has no physical form, which allows her to reassemble as anyone or anything. Norelica drew her holy dagger upon my direction and made her presence abundantly clear to me. In this, I am powerless in resisting her decision. Thusly, I was forced to relinquish my claim on the Queen. And her spirit was freed. There. That's the whole story. Happy now?
Yeah, kinda. That was a pretty good story, friend. Maybe you should write it down.
Perhaps one day.
So, can I ask you another question about the story?
If you must.
Were you him? You know, the deal maker?
What if I was?
I'm just asking. I'm not saying anything.
It's all right, child. Ask me whatever you wish.
Well, you can really grant whatever I wish?
Indeed I can.
So, could I wish to not be sick anymore?
If that is what your heart desires.
Caitlin, what are you still doing up, little girl? I swear you're gonna drive my patients right out of this town if you keep it up like this.
But where did he go?
Where did who go?
There was Huh?
What is this?
I don't remember. Guess it was nothing.
Caitlin, I thought I told you no more reading these romantic fantasy novels. You're far too young to be wrapped up in all that nonsense.
What? Hey, no, wait, I'm not done reading that book.
Look, you can have it back tomorrow, but for now, you've got to rest. Your new medication requires it, alright? It's the only way you're gonna get better. You've got to learn to trust me, Caitlin. I only want what's best for you, kid.
I know, Nurse Doris. I'm sorry.
It's alright, child. Now lay back down and go to sleep. I'll have breakfast waiting for you in the morning.
Eggs and bacon?
We'll see. Good night, dearie.
Good night.
As simple as it may sound, one cannot wish away the troubles of life and fate. However, in certain cases, the unknown can diverge the path of fate. Thus concludes tonight's strange fantasy. Tune in next time for another look into the strange and obscure.
Strange Fantasy presented Until Death, Part 3. Written by Travis Scarbro and Ashley Scarbro. Produced by Ashley Scarbro and Travis Scarbro. Original score by Travis Scarbro. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Ashley Scarbro as Queen Gwendolyn Mallior, Skeleton Soldier 2, and Nurse Doris. Travis Scarbro as Maester Destrian, Sheriff Cassius Chaucer, and the Dark Lord. Heath Allyn as King Ramsay, and Skeleton Soldier 3. Trey Gonzales as Lord Ulrich Skellen. Martina Ohlhauser as Mary and Caitlin. Robert C. Williams as the Dungeon Master. And Dale Russell Green Jr. as Russell the Lookout and Skeleton Soldier 1. Strange Fantasy Show was created by Travis Scarbro and Trey Gonzales. Strange Fantasy is copyright 2019, Strange Fantasy Productions, all rights reserved. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental.